Welcome to Finance Matters, a production of the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service. I'm your host, Daniel Pasley, and today we'll be talking about the stock exchange. With me today is Managing Director at the Jamaica Stock Exchange, Mrs. Marlene Street-Forrest. Thank you so much for coming on the program.
It is a pleasure to be here.
Now, tell us, what is the role of the Jamaica Stock Exchange?
The Jamaica Stock Exchange's role is to have a fair, efficient market, or indeed markets, because that's what we have now, that encourages businesses and investors to participate. Businesses to get capital to grow their businesses, and investors to be shareholders in these businesses.
So, last year,
Yes.
Jamaica Stock Exchange was rated as the world's best stock exchange.
Yes.
And even in 2015.
Even in 2015.
Now, what accounts for that?
There are several factors that go into being the best performing exchange. One is simply looking at the index, and that's just a measurement of how the exchange performs from one period to another. And it is made up of market capitalization, the number of shares on the market, and the price.
Okay.
Now, that measures for, say, Bloomberg, how well an exchange performs as against another. But underpinning that is how the financial sector performs. And we have been having good fortune in terms of how the financial sector has been performing due to public sector reforms, due to fiscal discipline, and that has done well. And also just the number of companies that are listed and their expectation and their confidence in the market.
So, if I am a small or medium entrepreneur, what would you tell me why it's important, or should I say, why is it important that I list on the stock exchange? How will that help me to expand my business?
We encourage small and medium-sized companies to list, to get out of the appetite of debt and to seek equity capital, because equity capital is considered patient capital.
Now, when you speak about equity capital,
Yes.
just break that down for me.
Okay, so you encourage others to invest in your business. And if you encourage others to invest in your business, they are shareholders and they will wait until the company does well, and so that they participate in that wealth. While if you look at debt financing, immediately you ask for that loan, you are on the hook in terms of paying that interest and the
Right.
principal. So we encourage small companies and medium size to look at equity capital, which I explained earlier, so that they can expand their business, they can retool, they can be more competitive in terms of in Jamaica and externally. And what we have found is that it works. So most of the businesses, over 90%, who have accessed equity capital, they have grown tremendously. And that now redounds to the growth of Jamaica, the economy.
So, what would you say to a person who's a little bit risk adverse?
Yes.
How would you tell them to go about doing their research
Right.
on investing?
Right. So, there's nothing wrong with being risk averse. The fact is that with everything you do, you must understand why you're doing it. And you must understand the fundamentals. So for the stock exchange, one of the things that we do, we have a website, and it gives you information on all the companies that are listed. Those that are not listed and to be listed, you have a prospectus, a document that tells you about the company. It gives you the financial statements. It tells you what the company is doing now and what it intends to do. So you have to do your research. Having done that, because not everyone, even if they do, they understand fully what they are reading, but that takes time. They can go to their broker and they can say to a broker, we have 13 brokers that are listed on the market. They can say to their broker, explain how these companies are doing, give me some information.
Well, Mrs. Street-Forrest, I must have you on another episode because you shared some crucial information that we need to flesh out a little bit more. So
Okay.
I'll see you on our next program.
Okay.
And I'll see you for another edition of Finance Matters. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.